Okay, Sabela and Church of Christ people. Now, okay, it's not her fault, it's your fault. Now listen, we've all had spiritual teachers around us. And my two things are promoting true ecclesia in the home. And the key to that is a circle of men who are willing to admit their personal demons that they need to keep an eye on. Remember, Paul says, I have a bad spirit from the Lord to make me humble. So people are going to have areas in their lives after they're saved. They're going to have areas in their lives where there's still problems. And that's a thing that we are going to be called to admit to one another in our communion group. So, my work is true ecclesia and the transformation vacation. True ecclesia is figuring out who you are attached to actually maintain your spiritual life. Yeshua says if you want to get in on the work of Father, you have to connect with and become twins with the sent one, the one who has been sent to you. And if it's a true apostle, they will put you in or introduce you to a communion group circle that they have all asked who is the elder in our little neighborhood. And you will actually have a person who's discerning from the Holy Spirit what's wise or what's foolish for you. You say, okay, I'm thinking about taking this job. And the elder can say, I don't feel peace with that. I feel like right now, Father is saying no. And I don't know why, but I want to look at this. Don't go forward. That is the stuff that you get from the Holy Spirit's presence in an actual circle of family members that have men that are admitting their demons and admitting their faults and shortcomings with a bunch of single like Jesus people. Okay, that's true ecclesia. That's what Jesus taught. That's what was in place for 300 years. If you don't care about that, well then back up. Because this is what I've discovered. So true ecclesia and the transformation vacation. The transformation vacation is if you're born in the persecution part of the world and they're trying to kill you, you and your friends are literally going to be trying to stay alive. But in the freedom of religion zone of the world, Satan is attacking just as hard, and he's trying to prevent you from connecting with the people that will keep you seriously safe. And he's trying to prevent you from knowing the details of what Jesus taught. So if you've got teachers that are not teaching the details that Jesus taught, and your friends get baptized and then they hit the wall and they walk away from God, that's the problem of the teachers. So, number one, this is my life. If you want to hang with me, I am going to be telling you about the transformation vacation where you get away from your American life and you stay in an atmosphere non-stop, just like the commercial fishermen were walking with Jesus for 3 years. They were on one bank account with 12 guys. They're constantly working and focused on the God work. Okay, in that atmosphere, you can't really hide away and do your dopey habits or get in wrong relationships because you're constantly vigilant over one another. So, Paul, the Rav Shaul, the Apostle Paul, was 3 years up in the desert towns of Arabia. 3 years before he went into Jerusalem to check out what he had learned. And the commercial fishermen were 3 years. Now, I'm telling you, I suggest that male human beings take a transformation vacation because that's what Jesus called the men, the brothers that he decided to connect with. That's what he called them to do. 3 years of a break from life. And I also challenge people that are in the freedom of religion zone, men and women, and even teenagers, that would be very wise for you. Because if you take that 3-year break where you're in non-stop focus on God work, God study, prayer and counsel, prayer and counsel, prayer and counsel, the familiar demons actually are going to start to back off of you, and you get to begin to be who you have really called to be, and you begin to get successful in your business areas so that you can go out. That was my experience. In only 2.5 months, I had such an inner transformation and clarity. Just 2.5 months in the MBTC, not 3 years. I had such a refreshing clarity about all things, including my parents' problems, my friends' problems, etc., etc. I gotta tell you, it's really amazing.